Are you looking for the best dive watches? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best dive watches on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1, Vaya D4 Meridian Solar. Vaya has been making excellent, affordable watches in the United States since 2016. While you won't get a deep or storied history, yet, you will get well-made, affordable watches that can handle real outdoor use. Our team has been fortunate enough to test a few Vaya watches, and overall, they've proven to be as capable as much more expensive brands. And the D4 Meridian Solar, $359, is no exception. The D4 Meridian Solar runs off a reliable solar movement. This battery will probably never need changing as it's continually recharged by light. In our use of Vaya solar movements, none of the watches have needed any maintenance for more than a year. And even in hard use, none of them has scratched or broken. This model is really attractive, with a navy face and bezel, stainless steel bezel markings, and gold-trimmed hands and hour indicators. Aesthetically, the only giveaway that this watch doesn't cost well over $1,000 is the second-hand sweep's chunky quartz-driven motion. But like most quartz watches, it tells time as consistently as the tides. A major bonus of Vaya watches is that they use a quick-release band, and all watches come with 2 bands. So they're not only easy to switch, they also allow wearers to change the color and style in just a minute or 2. It's an uncommon feature and one that people who want versatility will really appreciate. For the money, the D4 Meridian Solar is a handsome, capable, versatile watch that won't break the bank. Number 2, Citizen Pro Master. If we're evangelists for the Casio Duro, we're full-on fanatics for the Citizen Pro Master. $375. From its iconic look to its excellent timekeeping and affordable price, this diver's credentials read like a siren's song. Speaking of majestic creatures, let's get the elephant out of the room. Yes, the Pro Master's design evokes the feel of one of the all-time piece classics, the Seiko SKX007, but this isn't exactly a secret, as the 007 was one of the progenitors of the modern dive watch. It also allows you to stop the second hand with a pull on the screw-down crown, making accurate setting a breeze. Its 44mm stainless steel case and 60-click bezel are solidly crafted, and the lume is among the best in this price range. Some will also argue the included mineral crystal is a few years behind the times, and we'd be inclined to agree. But this is still a sub-$400 watch, and our personal Pro Master has remained scratch-free for years, despite serving as our primary outdoors watch. In the end, the Pro Master may be the very best option on this entire list. It also offers the classic look without the antiquated and unreliable technology. While the SKX is the choice for many watch traditionalists, and I'll admit even I've lusted after one, the Pro Master just works. If we were stuck with one watch for the rest of our life, this would probably be it. Come at us, fanboys. Number 3, Orient Mako 2 Automatic Dive Watch. With its combination of quality construction, reliable movements, and affordability, Orient is a natural jumping-off point into the world of mechanical dive watches. A sister brand to the legendary Seiko, this company makes timepieces that, quite frankly, outshine their more famous sibling. One of the most notable of these is the Orient Mako 2, $300. It's a 41.5mm stainless steel introduction to the conflicting joys of automatic timepieces. Beneath its mineral crystal and 120-click bezel spin the gears of Orient's in-house 22 jewel California F69 movement. This setup features both rotor and hand winding along with the all-important hacking. And next to the 3 o'clock position, that's a dual window with numerals for both the day and date. There's also the ubiquitous screw-down crown and case back, yielding the standard 200 meters of water resistance. As good as the watch is on its own, The bracelet is also a humble standout. While it's definitely nothing fancy, the steel links and clasp on Armago 2 have proved to be one of the most comfortable we've worn. It doesn't pinch or bind, and the included half-link and fine adjustment holes allow for a reasonable level of adaptability. At the very least, it's on par with some of its fancier cousins at a fraction of the cost. Number 4. Garmin Descent Mk3i. The Garmin Dive series encompasses several generations of watches, with the Descent Mk3i, $1,400, being one of the latest. It has every bell and whistle on a wrist-mounted dive computer. That means people can do almost everything underwater with it, from free diving, apnea mode, to multi-gas dives and even very advanced practices like saturation diving. There are only two downsides to the Descent Mk3i, cost and complexity. If you are new to diving, this is a lot to learn. It's also capable of much more than the average paid diver will ever use, so it is pretty overkill. That said, the Descent Mk3i is a rad watch capable of much more than scuba diving. Number 5. Suunto Zoop Novo. The Suunto Zoop Novo, $300, is a no-nonsense dive computer designed for wrist wear. It is simple and focused on one task: keeping divers safe through accurate dive calculations. Marks Hall, a dive master and yacht captain with thousands of dives under his belt, prefers the Zoop Novo for its remarkable simplicity. I've used this one for a very long time. It's cheap and does everything I need, plus I rarely have to push the buttons. Hall said, "This one activates when you go down and is almost impossible to mess up. It's basic and simple. If you use analog, you have to use dive tables and lose a bunch of bottom time." Their Zoop Novo is also a relatively affordable dive watch. So, for those who simply want to dive safely over and not rely on their own possibly flawed calculations, the Zoop Novo is a straightforward choice.